Summertime, and the living's easy. Rallies on the microphone with Ross MG. All the people in the dance will agree that we're well qualified to represent the LBC. Me and Louis, we gonna run to the party and dance to the rhythm. It gets harder. Me and my girl, we got this relationship. I love her so bad, but she treats me like shit. I'm locked down like a penitentiary.
Welcome back. We are going down to Oregon for round 6 of the OMRRA race series. Second to last round of the year, so we're almost done. Only one more to go in September, and we'll be done. It's an interesting round, this round, because we don't have Dan's Lock or Dale's Lock because they are off racing Bonneville, so they're not going to be here for this round. So it always makes things a little bit interesting, to say the least, when we don't have the team owner and the main people involved. So we've got a bunch of people coming down from Canada even to help out, and a bunch of other people locally that have come out to help support us for the weekend. So should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to head down tomorrow to Kevin and Aaron Pinkstaff's house, hang out with them for the weekend. And so I'm here at the Zlock compound. They just took off this morning for Salt Lake City, effectively headed out that way to get to Bonneville. So I kind of feel like the teenager who's got access to the family house when the family's away. Anyway, the parents are away. Anyways, I'll be traveling tomorrow morning, so yeah, just some footage of that coming on through, and enjoy the ride. We'll see you at Portland.
We're well qualified to represent the LBC. Me and Louis, we gonna run to the party and dance to the rhythm of this heart. Eva, they come to tell you that she's Eva, most definitely. Eva, wanna race, gonna listen. Eva, most definitely. Attention is getting harder.
And just like that, with some movie magic, we're in Portland. So as I was rolling in today to the track, which I'm here right now, fun fact, next weekend is IndyCar is going to be here in Portland. And as I was driving in, I happened to see this. So I think I'm going to sneak a few quick peeks at this car before they put them away, because I don't think they're supposed to be out and take a look at them. But these things look amazing. Check this out.
Now when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I had something in my pocket, keeps a lot of folks alive. Now I'm a man of 21. You know, baby, we can have a lot of fun. I'm a man, a style and
Well, there you go. I don't care who you are. That thing is so cool. I can't. I wish I could be down here next weekend actually to see them go around the track. I hear that even though they use a different part of the track, which quote unquote slows you down, called the chicane, they're still considerably faster than the bikes. Just amazing. So yeah, that stuff is like so cool to see, all the carbon fiber and all the technology, all the downforce that's there. It would be a trip to go and ride. Anyways, back to the work at hand. Speaking of work, I got to get to work. I got to set up the tents, in the pits, and get things set up for us going through tech later tonight. Kevin has some commitments. He'll be around later. I'm sure we'll catch up with him later. But in the meantime, I actually have to do some manual labor, so these hands have not done that in a while. So we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll film it so I have evidence that it actually happened. Stay tuned.
hotel under streetlights in the city of palms. Call me what you want when you want if you want, and you can call me names if you call me up. Feel like the least of all your problems. You can't reach me if you wanna stay up tonight, stay up at night. I'm green lights in your body language. Seems like you could use a little company from me. But if you got everything and figured out like you say, don't waste a minute, don't wait a minute.
Good morning. It's Saturday morning and we are on the way to the track with the crew. Kevin Pinkstaff, Brian's behind me, and Brian's lock. So we're just having a good chuckle about the fact that we don't have Dan and Dale here, but we do have Brian's lock. So we've got a part of the DNA is here for the weekend, which we're probably gonna need. So a little bit of a later start for us today, but we're gonna get there. The weather looks really good, and yeah, we'll just roll into practice. Got a couple practices, and then we jump right into racing. I think there's no qualifying or anything for this particular round, so off we go.
Pictures from my neck down to the waist, I get my feelings involved.
Good morning again from Portland. We're at the track already. It's Sunday morning, just getting everything ready to go for the race day. We've got 2 races today, 600 Super Sport and Superbike. So I'm looking forward to today. Looks like there's going to be quite a bit of competition, so we'll see how the day progresses. But in the meantime, the team's just getting everything ready. Some fresh Pirelli tires on the bike, some race fuel, and we'll see how the day progresses. Should be a good one. Alright, so this is going to be kind of cool. There's a special event for the weekend for the vintage bikes where they do what's called a Le Mans start, which is in a few moments all the bikes are going to come. They'll be lined up against this wall. All the racers will be lined up against this part of the wall of the track. They'll send off a cannon, literally. Hopefully my microphone will pick it up, I'm sure it will. And then they run across the track, get on the bike, push start it, and off they go. So the OMRRA has been kind enough to allow me to capture this, and hopefully I do it justice because I get one shot and I'm going to be in front of everybody, so I'm not allowed to trip. So this will be incredible. Watch this. That was awesome. So now they've got a vintage laps, about 8 laps, and we'll see how that all ends up. Hey everyone, well, it's now Sunday evening, getting kind of late, so I was going to wrap this up while I still had a little bit of light left, so hopefully the shot is still coming in and you can still see me in the shot. Recap of today's events on Sunday was a really good day for us, really. A little bit of adversity, which I'll talk about in a moment, but for the most part, we had some success. The adversity came from Kevin unfortunately having a small low side in turn 2, thankfully unhurt, so not an issue that way, but the bike was damaged, and it was amazing how the team all kind of came together and literally got everything back together for Kevin so that he could finish or start, I should say, the last race of the day, to which he got second. So it was absolutely incredible. For us, we had a really good first 600 Supersport race. It was just an incredible battle with great lap times, and I think a mistake on my behalf on the last lap ultimately cost me the win, but that's just the way it goes. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't, but a great race with some great people, so I was really happy with that. The second race didn't go as well for all of the competitors, really, because the track didn't really seem to be giving up the traction, if you will. So I felt that we were all trying really hard to do the lap times, and they just weren't really coming. And so unfortunately one of the racers crashed, thankfully again unhurt, but ended up getting second in that one as well. So I really need to say thanks to a lot of people, especially for this weekend. I want to thank Brent Prindle for coming out and stepping up, if you will, and stepping into the shoes of being the crew chief for the weekend. I want to thank the Pink Staffs, of course, Brian, Kevin, Kay, Brad, everyone. I want to thank Brian Moe, our great friend Brian Moe. I want to thank everyone at Pirelli Tires for all of their help. Just absolutely amazing. And I also want to thank Dan and Dale, because at the end of the day, even though they weren't here, the team really came together, and it was because they had everything prepared that we were able to really do so well, even though they weren't physically there. So huge thanks to everyone, Cameron Templeton for coming out and helping out as well. It was just a really good camaraderie and a really good weekend. So now headed off, getting back home. I'm got a few weeks off, and I may go down next weekend for another sponsor of mine, Moto Vixens, for one of their track days. We'll see how things go, but I may have a few weeks off until the last round, which is in September, and we'll put a cap on 2019. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There'll be more.